Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a really cool vintage effect, kind of something like this. Getting right into this timeline, I got 3 example clips right here. For this effect, I'm going to be using Ezco's grain and the Tropic Color film mats. So first and foremost, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all 3 of these clips. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate them. I'm going to change all of them to be a blending mode of lighten. Okay, we're going to add that halation effect. If you remember back from my first tutorial, no big deal, no big deal. So once you have your halation added on all of your clips that you want to add this effect to, then what we're going to do, we're going to go grab your grain from Ezco, or really any grain overlay will work. I'm just using Ezco's because it's the one that I just so happen to have on hand. So you'll go ahead and drag that into your timeline. Switch that to overlay, and now it's kind of already looking pretty vintage. That looks, you could stop here, you could, but we're not gonna. So now we're gonna go use some of Tropic Color's film mats. I need to scale this down because it's a 1080p sequence. And once you have that film mat placed over, you can see you kind of have a pretty good vintage style going on. Now again, you could stop here, but I'm going to go ahead and throw in an adjustment layer for some color grading. Just like that. Bring it over to color. We're going to take a look into my film-like LUTs. And I'm going to go ahead and throw on just an orange and teal, sweet and simple. And there you go. Simple as that. Now you might be asking yourself, oh, but UDX, I don't have Ezco grain. I don't have the Tropic Film Mat pictures to put on my videos. I don't have your super awesome film-like LUTs. Well, that sucks. I'm just kidding. I'm going to show you guys how to do it if you don't have any of these assets in your inventory to make cool edits. So let's jump over to our second example. Same thing as before. We'll go ahead and duplicate your clips. I'm just going to move these over because they already have the halation on there. Go ahead and duplicate your eclipse. Duplicate your eclipse. Duplicate your clips with the halation effect. And you can see it's already starting to come together. But instead, what we're going to do is we will take an adjustment layer and we will add the crop effect. So go ahead and do that. And for the left side, you'll want to bring it in maybe about 15. And the right side, same thing, about 15. Now, depending on how of a matte you want, you can bring it over maybe like 22%. Let's do 25%. Let's just make it really extreme of a matte. 25%. That's not a real form factor, but I can see that being used in sort of vintage way. I don't know. But just for the sake of, we're going to keep this at 15. And oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. We're just going to keep this at 15, and this will suffice. This looks pretty good. But now, going back to the crop effect, you'll see edge feather. Just going to bring it up ever so slightly, just to give it that softness on the edges, so it kind of looks like it was on an actual matte box like you see here. Now for the grain, you could theoretically, let me throw in another adjustment layer. You could throw on the grain effect if you so wanted to. Swap those. just so everything is underneath that crop. You could throw in a noise and grain, and let me decheck use color noise and bring that grain up yourself. This is a very CPU intense effect, so if you don't have a strong CPU, I don't think you'll be able to use the grain. If you do, go crazy with it. Bump it up to 500%, well, however much grain you want. But this is so far pretty much the same thing that we had in this first example here. So let me make another adjustment layer, and let me show you that you don't need to get my super awesome film like LUT pack. You could probably come over here and use any of these stock LUTs or filters or whatever you want to call them that Adobe has to offer. If you are going for a vintage look, I would stick with maybe these Fuji's or Kodak ones. So I'm just gonna pick a random, this Fuji one right here, and look how much of a difference that made. Now this doesn't look as clean as this one, no, but with enough tweaking and enough playing around with these base effects that come with Adobe, you could manage to get the same effect. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hope this tutorial helped you. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what other type of effects you would like to see, any other styles. And as always, take what you learned today. Don't copy me, be better. All right, guys, I'm out. Hey, what's up, guys? Future Leon here. So that really awesome film LUT pack I was telling you about earlier in the video, you can get that right now, along with 3 other preset packs, discounts, presets, really cool LUTs. Link in the description. Go check it out.